Mbremba amara na ụzọ dị anya, onye eziokwu have come once again. This is aka Gentle the Yahoo, Ogbu onye Gbendola atọ ya ụtọ. I have come once again to highlight my people that I am still alive. For those that are talking nonsense, saying all sorts of nonsense that Gentle is dead. Gentle is not dead and I can never die. My life is not in the hands of my enemy. Then I want to bring to the world our greetings. And we are the men on the ground, and we are standing firmly to say no to the zoological country, to say no to Buhari/Tinubu that have been shedding the blood of the innocent souls, innocent people in Biafra territory. And we are standing firm to defend the mother's land called Biafra. And we are not a Nigeria, we are a Biafrans, and we can never be a Nigeria. So that is why I came up today, I am coming up today to let the world know and understand that we are still standing gidigam, that we can never retreat nor surrender.
Copy.
For what that belongs to us, we can never try such. No, it's impossible. It can never be done. This is aka Gentle speaking.
The commander of the Biafra Liberation Forces, Gentle Igwe Obatobie, has sent a strong message to the Nigerian government and its military. He has come out openly to tell them that he is still alive and strong, that Gentle is not dead, and that he can never die in the hands of his enemies. He stated that he is a freedom fighter and will continue to defend Biafra territory against invaders like the Nigerian military, and he will make sure that Biafrans are protected from the Nigerian terrorist government. Imagine a place rich in culture, tradition and pride, a land known as Biafra. For the Igbo people of southeastern Nigeria, this isn't just a place on a map. It is a symbol of identity, history and resilience. To understand the current struggles, we have to go back to the time when Biafra declared its independence. It was 1967 and Nigeria was a newly formed country dealing with deep ethnic and regional divisions. The Igbo people, along with other ethnic groups in the southeast, decided to create a separate nation called Biafra. They felt overlooked, left out, and sometimes even oppressed within Nigeria. This was a bold move, but it didn't go as they hoped. What followed was the Nigerian Civil War, often called the Biafra War, which lasted from 1967 to 1970. This war was brutal, claiming the lives of millions and leaving lasting scars. In the end, Biafra was reintegrated into Nigeria, but the dream of independence and justice didn't fade. Today, for many Igbo people, the struggle continues. They still feel marginalized and face economic and political challenges that makes them feel like outsiders in their own country. This struggle for Biafra has continued through groups like the indigenous people of Biafra and the Biafra Liberation Army (BLA), which stand as the defense force for the Biafra movement. At the heart of this movement stands Nnamdi, the IPOB leader. For many, he symbolizes hope and resistance against perceived injustice, but for others, he is a divisive figure seen as stirring up trouble. He has been arrested and detained by the Nigerian government, and his fate hangs in the balance, drawing the world's attention to the plight of Biafrans. Now let's meet another key figure in this struggle, General Gentle Igwe Obatobie, known by his followers as Simple Gentle. He is a leader of the Biafran Liberation Army (BLA), a group committed to defending Biafra land and its people. Gentle's story isn't just about leading an armed group. It is about being a voice for those who feel unheard. He's not a man who shouts his message, but rather speaks with conviction, with the weight of his people's hope and dreams on his shoulders. General Gentle is deeply connected to his roots. In his recent address, he made it clear that he is alive. According to him, I am alive, I am strong, and I will keep fighting for Biafra. His words are a declaration that his life is not in the hands of his enemies. For Gentle, fighting for Biafra isn't just about territory, it is about protecting his people's right to exist with dignity, without fear of oppression. Some even claimed he was killed by the Nigerian army, but here he is, very much alive and ready to stand his ground. Gentle's words are not just about survival, they are about defense. For him, the Nigerian government's attempt to silence him only makes him stronger. It is not just about Gentle surviving, it is about the survival of the Biafran dream. In his recent speech, General Gentle didn't hold back. He looked directly into the camera, his voice steady and unwavering. Gentle is not dead, and I will never die at the hands of my enemies, he declared. This was not just a message to his supporters, it was a direct challenge to the Nigerian government. He was telling them that no matter what they did, he would not be silenced. Gentle's message was a rallying call for Biafrans. He wanted to remind them that their struggle isn't over, that there are still people willing to stand up for them. This message wasn't just for those fighting on the front line, it was for every Biafrans who feel marginalized, every Igbo person who feels left out, and every family that remembers the pain of the Civil War. General Gentle sees himself as a protector, someone who will keep fighting for his people's right to exist with dignity and peace. But this defense is also personal. For Gentle, the fight for Biafra isn't something he's doing for fame or power. It is his life purpose. His ancestors fought for their land, and now it is his turn. In his speech, Gentle even invoked the respect of his father and his forebears, connecting himself to the long line of Biafrans who have fought for their people's freedom and dignity. Here is where things takes a surprising turn. In his speech, General Gentle sends a message to former US President, congratulating him on his recent re-election. Why would a Biafran leader in Nigeria now show support for an American leader? For Gentle, Donald Trump symbolizes strength and independence, and a willingness to go against the odds. Quality Gentle believes are essential in the fight for Biafra independence. Gentle sees Donald Trump as a leader who isn't afraid to stand up to powerful interests, someone who has faced opposition and remained unbroken. For General Gentle, this is a message to the world that he admires anyone willing to challenge the status quo. In a way, Gentle sees Donald Trump's victory as a symbol of hope that one day Biafra too might achieve independence against all odds. One of the most emotional parts of General Gentle's speech was his call for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, has become the face of the Biafran struggle. For Gentle and many Biafrans, Nnamdi Kanu's imprisonment is a grave injustice. He did not commit any crime that others haven't done before. Gentle says, pleading with the Nigerian government to release him. To Gentle, Nnamdi Kanu's fight is not just a political struggle, it is a human one. Nnamdi Kanu is seen as a peaceful advocate for his people, someone who has called for Biafrans to be treated with respect and dignity. Gentle's plea isn't just for Nnamdi Kanu's freedom, it is a call to recognize the humanity and rights of every Biafrans. He wants the world to see that Nnamdi Kanu's imprisonment is not just about one man, it is about the freedom of an entire people. To understand why people like General Gentle and Nnamdi Kanu continue to push for Biafra, we need to look at the grievances that have been building up for decades. The southeast of Nigeria, where the Igbo people live, is rich in natural resources and has a strong economy. However, many Biafrans feel that their region has been systematically neglected by the Nigerian government. For example, there are very few federal projects in the southeast, and the roads and infrastructures are often in poor condition. Despite being a productive region, the southeast lacks a seaport, which limits economic opportunity. Many Igbo people feel that they don't get the same level of investments as other regions, and this sense of neglect fuels the desire for independence. Adding to the frustration is the political exclusion that many feel. Biafrans see that they are often left out of high-ranking federal appointments, and this makes them feel like second-class citizens in their own country. For General Gentle, these issues aren't just numbers on a report, they are the reason people are willing to risk their lives for the dream of Biafra. The presence of security forces in the southeast is another major grievance. For Biafrans, these forces often feel more like occupiers than protectors. Many of the security personnel are from outside the region, and they are not always familiar with the culture or language. This creates a sense of disconnect and sometimes even fear among local communities. Biafrans feel that they are being policed, not protected. For General Gentle, this is part of the reason why the Biafran Liberation Army exists, to provide a sense of security that respects the people and their culture. To him and many others, the presence of these forces only reinforces the feeling that they are outsiders in their own land. For General Gentle, the dream of Biafra is not just about breaking away from Nigeria. It is about creating a place where Igbo people can thrive, where they can control their resources, and where they can live without fear. In his speech, Gentle paints a picture of what a free Biafra would look like, a land where the Igbo can build their own roads, create their own schools, and take pride in their culture. He wants his people to imagine a future where they are not dependent on anyone, a place where their children can grow up knowing their history and culture without fear. For Gentle, Biafra is not just a political goal, it is a dream of dignity and freedom. He believes that one day they will achieve this vision and that future generations will look back with pride. I will play the video for you guys to watch and see for yourself.
Mbremba amara na ụzọ dị anya, onye eziokwu have come once again. This is aka Janto the Yahoo. Obuonya Gwendola Toyota. I have come once again to highlight my people that I am still alive. For those that are talking nonsense, saying all sorts of nonsense that Janto is dead. Janto is not dead and I can never die. My life is not in the hands of my enemy. Then I want to bring to the world our greetings. According to the respect of my father, Igwe Butozo, and the second, Igwe Zuma the Rock. With B44, Papa Owere, the father of Owere, I throw a salute for you. Keep on pushing. And also I want to use this opportunity to bring somebody like Obuabula Butozo Okenwa in all stars. You are well done. Ride on, my God, my fellow comrade. Ride on. Then for the respect of my father and all the rest of the commanders in Biafra nation, we want to bring to you our father and his excellency, the Donald Trump. We want to appreciate to you and to congratulate you for coming back to the seat. We really appreciate. That is why I am here today, being 8th of November 2024. That's the reason why I am here today, to let the world know and to congratulate our father, being Donald Trump, the President of America. We throw a salute for you. And there is one thing we want to ask for. We want to plead on the behalf of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Remember the young man, he did not do what others have never done on the ground. And we are the men on the ground. And we are standing firmly to say no to the zoological country, to say no to Buhari stroke Tinubu that have been shedding the blood of the innocent souls, innocent people in Biafra territory. And we are standing firm to defend the mother's land called Biafra. And we are not a Nigeria, we are a Biafrans, and we can never be a Nigeria. So that is why I am coming up today to let the world know and understand that we are still standing gidigam, that we can never retreat nor surrender.
Copy.
For what that belongs to us. We can never try such. No, it's impossible. It can never be done. This is AKA Janto speaking. Please, the Honorable, His Excellency, we are honoring you and we are thanking Chukwu Okike Abiama. We are praising the Almighty Chukwu Okike Abiama, the God Himself, we have recalled you back to the seat. We say, may the honor, glory, and thanks be unto God that have bring you back to the seat. Please, sir, we are pleading for on the behalf of Biafran people, Biafran innocent souls, Biafran innocent blood, that Nigeria, Shetima, Tinubu, and the rest of them that have been shedding in Biafra land. And DOS can never see something good in life. These are the people that Nnamdi Kanu started this struggle with. And we were together with them. Later on, we see that they want to betray this struggle. We say no to them. We can never betray this struggle. We can never betray this struggle. There they came up and said, since we are refusing what they are telling us to do, that there's no problem, that we don't want to follow them to so Nnamdi Kanu, that we don't want to join them to so Nnamdi Kanu. We said no, we can never. That was where the problem of DOS came up with us. Before Chukwu Okike Abiama now provides someone like Simon Ekpa Njoko. We give thanks to Simon Ekpa Njoko. We honored Simon Ekpa Njoko. We really appreciate his work.
He will live long.
I will not kill him. He will be back. He will be back home. We are not to kidnap. We are not to steal. We are only to fight for our freedom. So, we will not collect fat and copper from him. He don't need his money at all. But he got luck. So now, but make I tell you, make I warn you. Very soon, as the thing they enter body now, very soon, whether you be road safety or any has you be security in this land because you are logical country. If you catch you on the road, your life is gone. So, make I tell you, since you people doesn't want to fight and resign for your rights, for the little you have, a bookie man where they bend down the beast, where they use water, they wash nonsense. Go carry a little money from your own money, from what you have what did they get from your land. Then go carry some more inside, they can't give you. You go stand up, say you wise. Say you wise, can't sell your brother. Say make they carry more tank, make they carry 5 targets, come finish your brother. If they finish your brother, who go be your brother? Can Hausa be your brother? Can Yoruba be your brother? Una say una the reason. Una say una the reason. Una say something. We are only fighting for Biafra. And that Biafra all we know.
I don't come again, I don't show up again. Mbremba, amaro no ụzọ dị anya. This is me, aka Gentle Yahoo. Igwe ọbata obia, one of Igwe. I want to use this a wonderful opportunity to appreciate all our people, both in diaspora and at home. I want to appreciate once again all of us of Biafran all over the world. And to let the world know that Igwe Obatobia, onye eziokwu n'ala Biafra. I am still standing gidigbam, and this is me. No retreat, no surrender. This is just my arrival. It is quite unfortunate that I have never been at home and I have never been around since I got the information that all these criminal, Janjaweed, military, terrorists, bandits, came into this land and started terrorizing people anyhow. Not only that all alone, I got information that they only came in. Thank God that they did not harm any of my men. They did not kill anybody. They only pack mad people in Okigwe. Not only the pack mad people at Okigwe. I want the world to understand this. These people are calling us terrorists. They are tithing us a terrorist while we are the owners of the land. How can we be a terrorist in our own land? How can we be a criminals in our own mother's land? Now, the terrorists and the criminals in zoological country, they have come to our own land. Not only that they come to attack my own soldiers, Liberation Army, Biafra Liberation Army. No. They only just came and burnt down houses. Looted all properties of people everywhere. And also, they came there. They looted properties. They burnt houses and shops. Is that a place that ESL used to live? Can them know a place to go and look for ESL? What is the problem? I just want to understand. What is the problem of these people? Only that we say no, that we don't want Nigeria again. If you don't want to release the freedom, you give a date of referendum. Let peace be in the land. We are not to harm anybody. We are to make peace. We are there to protect life and property. At the Enugu the same way. They burn down houses, looted people's property. At Onitsha, Anambra, the same way. They went there, they burnt houses, they looted people's property. At Ebonyi State, the same way. They went there, they burnt houses and looted people's property. Now, we and them, which people are to notify as a criminal and a terrorist? Is it not them that have come to Eastern region, burning houses and looting people's property? I even heard Inako, Okigwe, they came there, one of the priests in a Catholic church, a machine he parked there, they parked the machine, and they tied it that is one of the power bike they cut from ESN camp. For what reason? I just want the world to understand this. We are not of evil, we are not of bad. Though many people have been messing up around, moving around with my name, collecting money from people, from one people to another, telling them that it's gentle. I can never call you on phone and begin to request of money. I can never try to call you on phone and begin to tell you, do you know whom I am? I have never done that before. All these things is allegation. But I don't give blurring care on that, because I know whom I am. And I know my nation. My nation is Biafra. And without this Biafra, there will be no peace in this land. Mr. Tinubu, it is better you done the rightful thing at the right time. We have never gotten any problem with the Yorubas. I know the reason why I'm telling you this. You can never face what Hausa and Fulanis face in the house of Igbos. I must to make it openly to you. Releasing Nnamdi right away. Release Mr. Tinubu. Releasing Nnamdi right away. The same way you release Sunday Igboho, releasing Nnamdi. Now I want to explain this to the people. This is what I have went to receive from my government. Yes, this is the cars I went to receive it from my government.
I haven't been around since all this while. And they have been looking at me all over the area, looking away to destroy my life. Because of Nnamdi Onyezoku. Because if I am there to tell the truth, that is why they are seeking and looking away to destroy my life. What did I do to these people? And I must keep on telling the truth. No retreat, no surrender. We can never surrender, no retreat. No, it can never happen. And I must to tell you, I'm about to travel finally. I am about to travel finally. My returning back, be with her. Tunubu, I am giving you this date. Take that date you put. But Nnamdi Kanu has no case with you. Releasing Nnamdi Kanu, that 15th of December is too far. And let me tell you, all of you that is from DOS, you can look very well. You can never get gentle. You can never get me. My life is not in your hand. And there's no way you can get me. If you like, place some more tank all over the area. If you like, carry fighter jet all over the area. I must tell you something. Only but one day, all of you must pay for all this. Only but one day, all of you must pay for all this. I come again. I am about to travel. Now I will make the world understand my capability. I am going to let the world understand my level in this society. I will tell the world. In fact, I must let the world know this. I am a qualified pilot. Let me make it openly. I'm a qualified pilot, and my moving out.
For those of you where they look for gentle, Commander Gentle. Look at Gentle. He just show you small example.
Now our brother. Understand?
Make you see him yourself.
Explain yourself. Who are you?
I'm a police officer.
Police officer from which state?
From Anambra State.
From Anambra State. Which division in Anambra?
Area Commander.
Area Commander Onitsha. There you serve.
Yes.
Where did they transfer you to before you come down to Anambra?
I was in Edo State.
You was in Edo State. Ah, now you have entered Biafra land. A police officer, now we have caught you. Have you seen? I just want the world to understand this. It's very simple. We are not to destroy lives. All those allegations, all those people moving around with our names, more especially Gentle, collecting money from people, telling people that is Gentle is inside the bush, Gentle is this, Gentle is that. That is not the way. The same way I release the road safety man, the same way I'm gonna release him. Because he spoke Igbo. He is Igbo man. And he is my brother. I cannot kill him. But let this be a warning to you people. Withdraw yourself from police work. It can never favor you anything. For long. How long have you been in police office? 12 good years you have served as a police in Nigeria. What have you get from them? What have you get from them?
Nothing.
You have never gotten anything from them. You see? I will release you, but be warned. Huh? I don't have much to tell you. I have to tell you.
Now you don't see him. For those people where they run mouths. Hey, Biafra, they kill people. No. Have you seen it? Number one, first of all, I want you to know that Gentle is doing very okay. He is okay. He is a Biafran army. He don't need to come to social media every day to announce his presence, to prove to you that he is there, he is doing the needful. Listen, a soldier waiting for battlefield, no get time for gossip. He is doing the needful. And I want you to understand that Biafra army is not Funani terrorist Boko Haram, or they are not repentant Funani Boko Haram in Nigeria army. Biafra army are disciplined people. Biafran army, they show you example, something way better past America, European army. Biafran army na the army where they show you the true color, the true lifestyle, the true way of army they do. So when you did that, they follow those where they rant, they lie. Hey, Biafra, they kill each other. You just see what happen now. Go and tell others waiting you see. Go tell others waiting you see. Carry this video clip, share them to everyone. May they hear them, may they see them. Number one, gentle dey there. Number two, Biafra army no dey to kill innocent people. Now who can kill them? They kill. Now so it be. Whether you like them or whether you don't like them, I don't pass the message. You hear the message from Gentle. Go and preach the message to the mountains.
Yes, sir, entire bar. Where Gentle today? Gentle, where you dey? 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 I swear, yes. They say no can enter.
Temple never say anything. I have arrived for you.
Temple never born you well.
I don't want.
My fellow Biafrans, each and every one, as we are getting ready for our freedom and for the convention that is coming in the next few weeks. Victory is for the Biafra people. This freedom and this history is made once in a century. If you are part of this Biafra freedom, you must be very proud, and your generation to come will be proud that you are part of the Biafra government that restored the hope of Africa. See you in Finland.
Igbos in Nigeria, 73% said sometimes or always they were treated unfairly by the government. This is last year. This is the highest rate of any ethnic group surveyed in Africa. In their view, they are sometimes or always treated unfairly by the government.
So it's issue of injustice?
It is a deep grievance, and it's a disconnect from the Nigeria project, as was mentioned earlier. And I mentioned that number just to underscore the underlying grievance that has to be addressed. So amnesty is potentially part of a package, but the disconnect has to be addressed, and the Southeast is a core pillar of the Nigeria project. It comes back to the discussion of its importance. So all of these issues that are being discussed are inherently political. They're being seen through a political lens. For example, infrastructure, development. The grievance is you have a very productive region that is exporting not just to Nigeria, but internationally. You have, I think, Imo and Anambra are number 4 and number 6 for GDP in Nigeria. And that was in 2021, which was a very violent year. So even amidst the violence, three of the 5 states in Southeast are in the top 12 for GDP per capita. Yet there's no seaport. The bridges are not good. The roads are not good. So it is a development and infrastructure issue, but it's seen through a political lens as a political grievance. The same with security, which is you have significant deployment of security forces, yet the perception is the DPOs are not from Southeast. Many of the officers are not from Southeast. They are not necessarily well-versed in the local context. And so they're not performing the role of community security in a way that they or other communities would expect. So that's a security issue, yes, but it's also perceived through a political lens, and it's the same with federal appointments and involvement in governance. So these are development, these are policy, these are economic issues, but they're seen through a broader political lens that they're not being kind of fairly adjudicated. And I think that's really important to underscore. So amnesty as part of a package may be a solution, but the underlying grievances have to be addressed with an understanding of the political perception, how the infrastructure problems, how the economic problems, how the security issues are perceived politically, and what it means to have a more representative involvement in those efforts from a Southeast perspective. Yes, it has to be a multi-stakeholder approach. The sensitive issues have to be addressed, and there needs to be involvement of the key stakeholders as this initiative is doing. That being said, in contexts like this, you might not move everybody over. You might not convince everybody. But where you make a serious effort and where you provide legitimate avenues, you will see a significant reduction in popular grievance that draws down support for extremism and makes it very difficult to operate. So a multi-stakeholder approach doesn't immediately solve all the problems, but it changes the trajectory, and it moves a lot of the public into using or trying to use the legitimate mechanisms again, as opposed to staying on the sidelines or even supporting extremist activity. So it's where you need to start, and it's the direction.
His name is Santiago Stocker. He is the former country director of International Republican Institute in Nigeria. He's not Igbo, but he nailed the injustice. He spoke the truth to power, what most people are afraid to say. He shouldn't have been renditioned and detained in the first place, he said. When you talk about the marginalization of the Igbos, some people will shout victim mentality. That's what they use to try to shut you up. Now, a foreigner is exposing what they failed to talk about. Let the world see and tell us if the East, Biafra land, is still part of the contraption called Nigeria. Some of the participants were ashamed and could not even lift their faces in this discussion. They couldn't believe that a foreigner could say such things.
This is the end of our news update. Please click the icon on the top right corner of your screen to watch my next video. You will enjoy it. I will see you again in my next update. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye for now.